mark this up. Or let's look at what we marked up yesterday. Some good things happened. I gotta trust my intuition from when I was an old trader and not necessarily listen to signals all the time. But I am making this to document how my simple signal settings with the SuperTrend can be efficient. That's what this is about, is teaching the new traders to use SuperTrend efficiently. So with the 5 EMA TDI strategy, this is what I normally trade, or this is what I used to trade all the time. But teaching this is kind of hard. So me knowing that, I am trying to make a setting for beginners where I can start them off here and then I can progress them into using the 5 EMA TDI. Because it just has much more, it adds more depth and more, it gives you more foresight, if that makes sense. Because when I originally looked at my SuperTrend strategy, I was based off of just like what I've been saying is time of day and what the market, what it's saying. It was saying sell. Alright, and I was just like, it didn't sit right with me. I was still kind of heavy on the buy. But that buy signal didn't necessarily come into play until this morning at hold up, I'm in the wrong time though. This needs to be Los Angeles. There we go, perfect. Move happened at 5, 6 in the first 3 hours of the market open. 5, 6, 7. Our buy signal came in right here and it blew up. And then right here, what we can read the news says 15 minutes ago, update, gold edges upon a weaker dollar as U.S. private sector. Something. I lost the piece of news. But with the 5 EMAs, it shows you overall trend. And what an EMA is, depending on the number, it's the average of 5 candles, 13 candles, 50 candles, 200 candles, 800 candles. It shows you average in the past of like pressure. So it really allows you to look at pressure of the market. And it when the lines get really close, it's a form of telling you it's consolidated. And so that's why last night I was like, these lines are really close, they're compact, they're in a range, they're consolidated. So I took that into account, and with that into account, I was like, okay, this is gonna broadcast software. That's OBS project. Dun dun dun, Windows. Dun 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 dun. That's already downloading, crazy. I need feedback. I feel like my time lapses. Actually, take it back. Did you like it? Did you like your time lapses, bro? That's what I gotta think about. I guess your feedback is important to me, but it's more about for you too. Okay, remember, do it for you. Remember, we're here to build something for us. Build out your legacy because you slacked on it before. Launch OBS Studio. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna fiddle with this a little bit and we'll figure it out. No, because why is this setting this up so funny, bro? I'm just looking through like the services. They showed you like a preset and there's like a show all. I clicked on it. I'm just going through. It's like, ooh, Boomstream. Never heard of that. Boxcast. Never heard of that. Breakers. Cam 4. Okay. Cam Soda. And I see Chatterbait. It's just like, okay. It's already set up for all the sites. But let me just keep scrolling. D-Live. Oh, I gotta see what other, like, E-Play. Of course, there's all Joystick TV. Got some stuff in other languages. Livestream Cafe. What does it say? Master Stroke. My Free Cams. They got the OnlyFans.com direct in here, bro. OBS that got like everything in here, man. Nice. Dang, was it really this easy the whole time? Dang, bro. I think sometimes I just might be lazy, bro. That's okay. We're all a little lazy sometimes, but understanding that and becoming better is where it's at. I can actually see what I'm doing now. I don't even want to add the clips in anymore. I'm gonna do it anyway though. Gotta show the progression. These are my 5 EMA strategies. This is my more complex version. It's what I learned on. It's hard to explain to people because there's a lot going on. But one thing I said I needed to fix was my color settings because I'm very color based. If you haven't picked up on that by now, my settings, man. There we go. Symbol, no. There we are. Inputs. EMA 350 style. This one won't be white. Thick white line. 200. We can make it this light blue. Light. A gray works. A gray works. Perfect. Make it a little deep blue. And you guys can change this all for your personal settings. It's just how I learned. I stick to it. Okay, and save. Perfect. So the white line I changed is the 50, and if we look at it, previous market, the market likes to go to and from the 50. So right here, it's going from this point to the 50. From the 50, it's going to make a choice of if it wants to break the 50. It's also consolidated, so we don't even have to mention that as like just the 50. But it breaks the zone of the 50, breaks it because it's going for a buy now, and it comes back to the 50 because that's a zone. From the 50, it's going to do what again? So it goes to and from the 50. So it's at the 50. What's it going to do? It has to go away from the 50 to come back to it. So it goes away from the 50, hits this level that we drew up earlier, and tries to go back to the 50. Doesn't quite make it. So it goes away from the 50 again. It tries to go back to the 50. Doesn't quite make it. So it's going to try to go away from the 50. Right here, it wants to go towards the 50. It goes to the 50, breaks through the 50, and then goes away from the 50. Goes away from the 50. So come back to the 50, then breaks away from the 50. You see how the pattern is? That's current. Let's scroll somewhere. Right here is a good example as well. Perfect, actually. I love this one. It came. Let's go further back. Let's play the whole up down move from somewhat consolidation. So from here, give you more of the picture. Should we take it a step further and look at time zones while I'm at it? I think I shall. So we're away from the 50, and look at this perfect time too. It's like 8 a.m. It's in the morning. So around here, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is still market open. We're away from the 50. We've been away from the 50 for a while. So here you're like, we have to go back to the 50. So we buy to the 50. That's the morning move, and that move goes That buy keeps going. It goes. Where's it? London Open. London Open is like a retest to the 50. So it pulls away from the 50, comes back to the 50 around market close time. Switch of markets from like 2 p.m. to New York close and Aussie Open, Tokyo Open, or something like that. Buys away from the 50, comes back to the 50. That come back to the 50 move. It's around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming back to the 50 around there is that's that New York Open. New York Open happens, it sells off. It pulled away. New York closes right around there. If you're curious where the time is at, the time is like right here. If you haven't caught on yet. 2 p.m. is right there. We're pulling back to the 50 as market's closing. We pull back to the 50. All right, and then once we're at the 50, what do we gotta do? We gotta pull away from the 50. We start pulling away from the 50. We come back to the line, and we consolidate for a little bit. So this is like the unactive hours. And then it's 11 p.m. 11 p.m. strike. That's London. 3 hours into the session, we're starting the explosion. So from pulling back, we gotta pull away. And what about this strategy is we know it's going to be a bigger buy once you're breaking these, because these are all like levels. You can see the majority of the lines are above the price or above the candlesticks. It's a sell. It's a sell. But the 50 is what like we use as our buybacks are like our reversals. It's an early reversal entry. And then earlier than that, if you want to like get, and this is where the more risk comes in because you're not being as precise, is the cross of these two lines. When those two lines cross, a move is going to happen. But you see how the red and the yellow lines cross more frequently than the the red, yellow, and white lines. Does that make sense? So you can see how we can, so I use this as strategy to scalp a lot. So how I made a lot of money when I flipped, was it $20 to $800? It was not just one trade, it was a lot of trades. So it was one really good trade, like this, good entry point, good. I saw the W formation happen. It pulled away from the 50. I hit a buy, right? I was in it. I was watching it. And you see it come back to the line. I hit another buy. I hit an equity buy. I'm up money. I have money to trade. The only downside that happens is when you hit negative, right? Then it'll close everything out. But if you have equity, you can trade that equity. Call it swequity, bro. Like, oh, where does this shit come in? These are entry points, exit points. You don't need them. It's honestly extra. You can live off of this alone. When I started adding extra stuff, it honestly like slowed me down. Yeah, brought me to a point of analysis paralysis, like we like to say. But look, so I'll try to explain it real quick. This is when the sell is happening, right? You see a sell, it's pulling away. That's one confirmation, two confirmation. You see this third one happening, right? That's as price is coming to the white line. It's telling you the sell is now ending. Okay, cool. It retested the white line. The buy is happening. It's just telling you earlier than you would normally get it. That's why I like this. Is really for getting precise entries and scalping. I'm getting really good, but it's harder to explain. If this makes sense, I love it for you. I love that I'm able to explain it. If this is not making sense, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Stick to the other strategy. You'll still be profitable. You just won't. You'll be. It just sounds so bad, but don't take it the wrong way. You'll be missing some profit. You'll still be catching the main move. We just got in over here, you know? We got in way earlier, but you just got in at a safer place. And as a beginner, you want to get in at a safer place rather than a riskier place. The riskier place is that we're going to call those like the trenches. If you want to start in the trenches, be my guest. Just go start in the trenches. But if you could start at royalty, would you want to just go start at royalty? You know, and then learn the trenches, learn how it works after the fact that you have money when you have the time to spare. Like, why are you so desperate to go into the trenches right now when you don't have money for it? You're gonna go throw it in the trenches and you're gonna lose it. That's what I don't understand. And I'm mad because I'm mad at myself. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad because I'm trying to save you. Like, I see you as young me, and I'm like, don't do it. Um, I'm just trying to save you.